Survivor Night cold open question of the week. Wolfie.
Erzy, how we doing, my dude?
My brother. You are in a 30 by 30 foot space, armed only with a lightsaber and your wits. There is a hungry and pissed off creature on the other side of the room, and stuff is about to go down.
Ooh.
What would you prefer that creature be? An Accolade, the Nexu, or a Reek?
Ooh. I'm gonna go with the Accolade.
Now,
I think the Accolade would be the most fun to dismember with the lightsaber.
Now, you think you're agile enough because that thing was moving. That thing could move. You're not. You're not Obi-Wan. You're a man from New Jersey. All right.
Shit. Damn it.
You still going with the Accolade?
I'm dead anyways. Let's go with the frickin' Accolade.
Okay.
Let's make it a fun one. We're going out strong, damn it.
See, I thought with the lightsaber, I thought that you could probably hang against the Reek. I mean, all you got to do is sidestep, jump out of the way, and maybe just tap him with it a little bit. I don't
be able to, yeah.
And
I was thinking a couple well-timed slices would, get that thing off your back. But two each their own.
All right. Well, there you go. We've got a lot to discuss. We've got the Kessel Run launching broken. The blowback from this week's update. General Syndulla hitting the tables in a week. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Stick around and let's start the show.
Ignite your passion and embrace the glow of the Holotables.
This is it.
Broadcasting live just beyond the Dune Sea, we join the heartthrob of the Outer Rim, Urzatron.
Hello, what have we here?
Welcome to Love on the Holotables, an absolutely unremarkable yet ridiculous Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes podcast.
It's a trap.
It's time to lock those S-foils in a chill position and head on down to the big Holotable for all the latest action.
This is Red 5. I'm going in.
Well, hooty hoo, and a big hello from me to you. My name is Zers, and I'd like to welcome y'all back to Love on the Holotables. And today, we are joined by a very special guest. He has multiple repeated consonants in his internet name, so you know he's legit AF. It is none other than the Wolf. Wolfie, how are you?
My friend, we are doing absolutely fantastic. It is Sunday night. We are chilling, rocking. It is the end of 3v3. So there's nothing more that we could ask for. We got some amazing drops coming, some amazing honeys dropping on the Holotable. So, I mean, what more could we ask for, really?
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful. Beautiful. And speaking of amazing honeys, you just brought us into our, look at that segue right there. Hera Syndulla, General Hera, coming to the Holotables. That's our lead story today, Wolfie. What do you think about General Hera coming down?
I'm hoping that they do that character model justice. Let me just start by saying that one.
Yeah, it's interesting.
The art team.
It's interesting, right? Like, I don't really trust the art team after what they did to Darth Talon, and there's a lot of cake that has to be managed. And just looking at the graphic right now, they've provided, it's not very curved, so I have immediate concerns that they've de-cake a fighter.
All right. Well, we'll have to see. And if, look, there's been a number of character model updates over the years, over the months. So maybe if there's enough of a community uprising, enough of a revolt, then maybe they'll listen to us and finally do us some justice. If they don't do it at the beginning, I mean,
you know what?
I'm going to hold out.
I'm going to tell you right now what this is going to be. If you've ever seen the comparison where it's the Jurassic World movie poster and they nerfed Bryce Dallas Howard's ass, have you ever seen that?
I think I know what you're talking about.
I think we're in for that. It's going to be as flat as a board, and I'm going to be very upset, Wolfie.
Sad times. I would pour one out, but it's a good whiskey. Anyways.
Well, so not to bury the lead here, but the big announcement from all this is just like a crumb puzzle. What's this, a crumb puzzle? I don't know.
Yeah, well, the crumb puzzle, the meathead puzzle. I'm not sure who's making them at this point, but it almost feels a little bit redundant because they've already announced all of these characters, so we already know what's happening. So on Friday, we got the puzzle, and it was like, hey, guys, there's a puzzle. So I was like, hey, guys, did you know that Hera's coming? And then an hour later, it was like, Hera's the answer to the puzzle.
Yeah, I mean, when they've actually said like multiple weeks in a row in updates that Hera is coming. Not very surprising. But the big news from all this is she's only going to be required at Relic 5 for GL Ahsoka. Are you going for GL Ahsoka? Where are you at with all that?
Oh, I'm going for GL Ahsoka. Absolutely going over there. The only requirements I'm still missing right now is I got a Relic 9, my 2 Ahsokas. I weirdly have Fulcrum at Relic 9 already because, I mean, it's Fulcrum.
Yeah.
I mean, let's show some respect.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
And then the other 2 Ahsokas, I got a Relic 8. So those 2 got to go up. Relic 9s are so expensive, man.
Yeah,
everyone.
I'm just hearing about it from everybody. I've only got one Relic 9. That's JML. So, yeah.
It's a good Relic 9. But yeah, they're so damn expensive no matter where you're at in the game.
Yeah,
so I got to get those guys going. I got Hu Yang up, so it's just getting ready for Hera.
Okay.
But the thing with Hera at Relic 5 is, so Bausch Leia was required at Relic 5 for Jabba,
right?
But she is so freaking crucial to the team. There's no way you're leaving her at Relic 5.
Right.
You bring her up to like Relic 8 because I mean they put her at Relic 5 because you're going to invest anyway, so they don't even need to bother with it.
Yeah,
they
so
seem like they're being the nice guys.
It's an easy look for them, you know.
Yeah.
Relic 5 is all it takes. Yeah, but if you want to be, everybody else that's going to be getting this is going to be just pumping everything into it, so you're going to have to too.
Exactly.
But at least you can get it, and then you could do it at your own leisure. So that's fine.
Yeah.
And the other thing that was dropped in this sort of puzzle thing is that Ahsoka Tano Jedi Starfighter required at 7 stars. I think most players mid game, late game would have that already. So that feels nice. That's a feel good man right there.
The ships are usually a bit of a gimme, and it was really funny because they put out this whole pathway and this whole like all these different zones with all of Ahsoka's requirements, and one of them was the ship, and it was like the who's that Pokemon, whatever. It was like the silhouette of Ahsoka's Starfighter. So we're like, okay, it's Ahsoka Starfighter, cool. But some people were like, nah, tinfoil cap, man. It's going to be like Ahsoka's new Jedi Starfighter that they're going to newly announce, and you're all going to be screwed last second. We're like, no.
It was actually...
Just breathe.
It was actually Pikachu. It was actually Pikachu.
Yes, turns out it was actually Pikachu, yes.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Well, so you're going to be wailing hard on Tuesday? She's coming on Tuesday, is that right?
She this week or next week? I
thought it was this week.
I'm not sure if there's a week in between.
I think it's 2 weeks. So Hu Yang was Hu Yang last week? Maybe it's 2 weeks.
I think Hu Yang was this past week.
Okay, yeah.
She just came out when they did the new Marquise.
I think you're right. Yeah, you're right.
They just did the new reformulation where, oh my god, we had 2 people from my guild rage quit. Over all the updates from the changes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Okay, sorry.
No worries. But yeah, so I think Hera is. I think you're right. It's not this next week. It's probably the week after.
Okay. I mean, it could be this week, but who the hell knows with CG at this point?
You know, one fun thing. I just was looking at her picture here. They got the her pistol. It's called the Blurg. Have you ever heard of this? It's called the
Blurg.
The Blurg. 1120.
Yes.
That's kind of cool.
Wasn't that one of the weapons in Battlefront 2?
It might have
been. I feel
been.
like that was one of the pistols.
It looks like something from Battlefront 2, but obviously the Blurg from Mandalorian.
Yeah, the Blurg from Mandalorian. I'm pretty sure it was it was named after that. I think that was one of the pistols like that over there that you used.
That's
that
cool.
You had to like get some level up for. They had to get some fees. I think I actually recognize that. Yeah, but absolutely, dude. The Blurg, the Mandalorian. I love the call outs over there. I love the callbacks to the other Star Wars products that they got over there.
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
Yeah, so good.
That Mandalorian helped bring Star Wars back.
Yeah, absolutely. So. All right, so that's Hera. More to come on her. We haven't seen a kit yet, everybody, but we will probably learn about the kit this week, I would imagine, and then her into Marquis the week after. Yep. All right, so next up on the news, we have the Shard Shuffle. Kelleran Beck being added to the list of accelerated characters. Where are you with Kelleran Beck?
Kelleran Beck, I mean, I had him a while ago. He's a requirement for Bo-Katan Mandalore, so I got him up at 7 stars. Since she came out, absolute monster over there. She just runs the freaking Holotable. So if you're looking for a honey, then make sure she's on your list.
Oh no, you better believe this honey is on my list. Always honey's on my list.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
But where do you use him? Are you using him in a Galactic Republic team?
Yeah, so Keller and Beck, he's so TW, he absolutely does a fantastic job with this the TW Omicron that he's got.
Yeah.
Especially with like the there's been a bunch of recent like the Jedi Crons with Eth Koth and a bunch of random stuff over there. And then in GAC, he supports a Qui-Gon Jinn with the GAC Omicron that team very well.
Yeah,
he gives them like he like flips some debuffs. He gives like the leader a savior. He does a bunch of things over there. So he's a good addition to that team. So yeah, Keller and Beck, and then the of course the raid.
Yeah,
he's got the raid team. So
you gotta love that they gave Ahmed Best a character in Star Wars. They kind of made it right for him. That's always enjoyable to see.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I'm excited to get this guy. I haven't started farming him yet, but I will be targeting now that he's accelerated. I just finished up my accelerated Scout Trooper farm, so he's the next man up for me. Shane Hati going Dark Side 9C, replacing Talia, which is farmable in Cantina 1G. Shin, the MVP of the Balin team. I'm sure you've got her.
Yeah.
Did you go Balin?
Oh yeah, I got Balin.
Yeah, she's like the damage, man. Because she's all the damage from that team, pretty much.
Yeah, she slaps pretty fucking.
Yeah,
it is pretty scary. She's quite the monster.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Highly recommended.
And then we have Punishing One now available in fleet data cards, fleet packs, and shipments. Did you whale on P1?
I got I think I went to 5 stars on the Punishing One. I mean, most of that like the value of the ship was it's unique, it being insane. At 5 stars, it's still a monster, so I didn't feel the need to go crazy whaling on anything. Also, I'm a little bit upset with CG for switching things. You know, they used to be the
Galactic Chases.
The chases over there, and there were like 5,000 crystals. You could get the thing up to like 7 stars. It was pretty decent. And then now they switched it over to the ship marquee, and they're like, "Oh, it's so nice. We're helping you out." And no. It's more expensive.
Yeah,
give me my my chase back.
And as a returning player, I can tell you like that is brutal to have missed. I was here for one Galactic Chase, which was the Emperor's Shuttle, and then I've missed every one in between. And I farmed Marauder from 0 stars to 7 stars, and I just finished that this last week. It took me 3.5 months. So it is absolutely brutal. So I sort of missed all the Galactic Chases. So I'm on the slow boat with ships right now. So I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, for sure. Ships are always a grind. I mean, you got to get them all for sure. The ships are important. They make or break a GACs, make or break so many things, but damn, are they a grind sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. So let's turn the page here. And you alluded this earlier. The make good from the big update and Galactic Challenges. So the crux of this is they're adjusting all the episode point values for Galactic Challenges and daily quests. And if you follow the news, it's basically like the lower tiers are getting 50 more points per tier. And then after tier 6, you'll get less episode points. So in a way that helps the free-to-play and people that are mid-game players. I don't know. Where do you come out on this?
I think that this is a rare example of CG actually listening to some feedback from the community. Because it was a little bit... like I said, I had 2 people in my guild rage quit after these changes over there. They saw how the Galactic Challenges were. They saw how all the stuff was. They looked at everything, was just like, you know what? I had a good run, but this is it for me. So I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah.
So it's definitely it's good that they're listening to some of the feedback and recognizing that it's not all sunshine and roses with this update over here. So moving some of the things, front loading some of the rewards, making it a little bit easier to access those things, I think is definitely a plus. Definitely more player friendly, more free to play friendly for over there. You know, more if you're not like going and spending all day playing this game, you know, you just want to go in real quick, do your stuff, and be done with it. It's a lot more friendly to them. So yeah, I think it's definitely some good changes.
I would agree. I would agree. And, you know, like, as a guy who I knocked the Tuscan GC out of the park. That was the most recent one. I knocked that one out of the park. That was no problem. But the one before that was Rebel Fighters, and I had, like, nothing. So I barely got anything out of that one. So it would have been nice that these, you know, these values were in for that one. But, you know, whatever, I'll take it moving forward. So good stuff there. I have one complaint here now that we're talking about episode points and sort of I think the store is trash for this. I think the store is garbo. Like, so you can get your Amis out of there. Everybody's going to get their Amis first and foremost.
Right.
It's 12 Amis in a month. Is that right? There's a 1-pack and a 2-pack. You get 3 and then 4 weeks, right? So it's 12 a month if you save up all your points. So you can get more Amis, but outside of the Amis, it's like, I mean, they have like a 20 character shards, which, you know, of like Inquisitors in there, which I think is maybe okay. Because I bought like the $20 pass just to see how it goes.
Yeah.
And
So did I.
I have like a ton of currency, and like I just feel like the values don't really correlate. Like the value of some of that G12 gear does not equal the value of an Ami. Like it just some of the some of the thresholds and just like the values are just feel like they're totally off. So I think that store is sort of trash, and it's even more trash because they like it doesn't refresh. So you're just like, okay, well, if you don't like these things, you get to basically I pick some stuff you maybe don't like because you're going to hit the cap on the tickets or on the currency.
Before I hopped on with you, I was sitting there looking at the store. I'm at like 27,500 out of the 30,000 limit. I'm just like, well, I mean, I guess I could buy that. But I get that's like maybe worth. I'm just sitting here like I'm gonna max out at some point and just start wasting all the currency over here.
I was already
at the Omicrons. Yeah,
I was already at like 19,000, and I'm like, I better do something with this because like I'm gonna be wasting this currency, and it's just like it's like I bought all the Gear 12 pieces that I need out of there, and it's like it doesn't update for another week, like so I guess I'm gonna be buying like random stuff out of there to prevent being capped.
I mean, to be fair, we're like getting close to the cap because we both bought the pass.
Right.
But the pass, like the realistically, like the benefit from that is all of the stuff you get in the pass.
Right. Not
like
necessarily
you get a bunch of
points.
extra Omicrons, a bunch of extra things, a bunch of extra stuff. Like that's all that worth. They're worth the $20 for the pass over there.
I guess you have to look at it like that. Yeah, I guess this is just like, well, you know, you're getting stuff, so you might as well spend it. So I guess I might as well buy these like, you know, Inquisitor shards or whatever.
Weird way of looking at it, but that's sort of where we're at.
I just couldn't believe I was almost already capped already. I mean, you're at 27,000. Like, you got to do something now.
Yeah. I already bought the Omicron, so I'm starting to. I already bought all the mod materials, so I'm starting to stretch a little bit here.
Yeah. Okay. And then for the make good, if you logged in the day of the update, you're going to receive a little care package from CG here, 3,600 episode points. So that'll top you off. So make sure you get in. 65 crystals. Like, why 65 crystals? That just seems so cheap. I don't know. 65 crystals, 200 squad arena currency, 115 fleet arena currency, 25. Yeah, like what is this stuff right here?
I was trying to like bullshit something over here. Like maybe it's like the average between the daily crystals that with the rewards mixed with. I just bullshit. It's 65.
It's 65.
They pulled the number.
And then like 200 squad arena currency. So we're gonna get half a character shard buy right there. It just
I think the squad arena currency, they're going to make it a daily thing because they had taken that out of a daily thing.
Oh, did they?
Complained about that, so they added it back into the dailies because people would buy prestige for the capital ships with that. People would buy all sorts of things over there. So that's like them actually a rare instance of them listening to the community and doing a good make good over there. So putting that back in is helping people to catch up with stuff. You still need capital ship currency. So.
And then we got 115 fleet currency, 25,000 ship upgrade currency, 1 Omega, 45 sim tickets, ally points, training droids, 3-star ship training droids. And,
sim tickets.
Right.
I'm running low on those. Only like 20,000 of them. Hold on a second.
One of each 2 mystery boxes included in daily rewards will also be granting an additional 25,000 episode points. You cap at 30, so make sure you spend your points, I guess. To all players over level 85, our dedicated team is making sure your experience with the episodes is smooth and enjoyable, and we'll continue to monitor the progress through the data as feedback as well. Okay. So, yeah, that's the make good. And, I mean, they're doing something. It's just...
Like I said, if they're going to listen, if they're going to do some good over here, I'm going to be cautiously optimistic and say I'll give them the benefit of the doubt over here. Maybe they'll do some changes. Again, they've already made some changes for the better. So maybe things will keep on getting better, and hopefully, hopefully it'll just continue on like that. So.
Okay. Very good, very good.
Who knows?
Then we have the Kessel Run. Now, are you an avid user of the web store?
I am an avid forgetter of using the web store. I like daily, I'm like, oh, right, I'm supposed to use the web store. And then I just like go and make some dinner or something. I forget to use the web store. I just like never log in. So I'll log in like maybe once a week because I always forget to do it. I'm always, I think I'm just scarred mentally because for so long the login was broken. You had to like re-log in every single time and like re-enter your email address because it wouldn't even save that, and it was the most annoying login thing ever. So I think I got like a mental block with.
No, that's understandable.
Because it was so horrendous.
Well, so you're familiar with what the Kessel Run? You're familiar with what the Kessel Run is?
Yes.
It's basically like the perk program for the web store. It was broken at launch. Players weren't gaining progress or the rewards. So they've been monitoring that. And what they did with this is you were getting a 5% discount on the web store. They've taken that away, and that's still, you can still get the discount, the 5% off if you buy through the PC client. But if you're buying through the web store, they've taken it away, and you get like Kessel Run, you get coaxium, which is the currency for that. You know, that the coaxium is also earned by like dailies, logging into the web store, and like purchasing shipments. So
we needed more currencies,
right?
We didn't have nearly.
This is what, the 27th currency.
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, 5%, it's just like, whatever. It's a quarter on this, a quarter on that, 50 cents here. It's like, okay, does that really get me humming? No, but it was nice. It was fine. The coaxium actually looks better because there are certain milestones. There's a milestone that pays like 200 to 1,200 crystals. So like, that's a legit milestone. Like, 12, if you hit 1,200 crystals just for, doing all your purchases through the web store, like that seems pretty good.
That's pretty damn good for sure.
I don't think they disclosed like the probability of that one though. So, who knows? Maybe it's like a 0.01%.
You might be able to, I think once you reach the pack, we'll see if they disclose the chances over there. But yeah, you're probably right. It's like a 0.01% for the highest one.
Yeah.
Like it'll be,
minimum's 200.
Oh yeah.
Which still 200 crystals just for that's still whatever.
It seems like the most likely reason they're doing this is just to try and force purchases in the web store as opposed to doing it in the phone apps, in the PC app, anything like that, so that Google and Apple and whatever don't take their cut, so that they get the full value of it, from the actual, their web store, as opposed to, going through their, whatever service provider sort of thing. So that's what I'm guessing this is. Yeah. And 100%. If the rewards are better through this, then you know what? More power to them. Go for it.
I mean, I think the worst part about this is like you get that email in your like in-game inbox. It's like,
I get that all the time. You're like, unclaimed rewards.
Yeah, I'm like, oh sweet, did I get some crystals from something? Did the raid finish? No, log into the web store and get over here and give us your money.
They're definitely leaning into that.
Yeah,
definitely. A new wind is blowing in over here. So
yeah, I totally get that.
Man.
So you mentioned before we get on to GAC recap, you mentioned you had some players quit in your guild, rage quit over the update, and I just, for giggles, I hate Reddit. I hate everything about Reddit. I hate the people that are on Reddit. I hate Reddit mods.
I've not been on Reddit in so many.
Yeah, I'm not a Reddit guy. I'm not a Reddit guy. But for giggles, I went over to Reddit. And it was scorched earth.
Oh,
like,
yeah?
It was like, the top 6 posts were like, how dare you? like I am done. I am done. Like they're just so, I don't know. They're so
the overly dramatic.
Dramatic. Yes, that's the word.
Jeez.
And we had a guy in our community walk. He's just like, I'm done. And then he DM'd me, I'm done. I was like, oh man, sorry to see you go. And then he I couldn't message him because Discord's got funky rules. I don't know. We're back to that. Where people quit the game and they have to tell you they're quitting the game. So you had 2 people walk from your guild. I assume it was because of the announcements, the update.
Yeah, it was the announcements. I mean, so we were talking about this a little bit earlier with some people. This was a big instance of just poor communication on CG's part. it's just like really failure of communication. Because like you look at the galactic challenges and you look at how things are structured and how things used to be, and you suddenly see this, and it's like, oh, to get the max crate, you need a 7-star of the newest marquee on the first day. And it's like,
horrible.
Oh, they're a bunch of money grubbing assholes.
Horrible.
Like, I'm not dealing with that. There's no way. I'm out. Screw you guys. And you don't even bother looking into it more because at face value, I mean, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
You can't really blame somebody too much for CG not really communicating very well, like what's actually happening with the change, because it really just seems like an unforced error on CG's part to be doing this.
I talked about this last week with Scribbles. Like, I really enjoy galactic challenges. I think galactic challenges are fun, especially if you have a mid-game account like mine, where you're cobbling crap together to try and get through, and it was super fun. But now I ain't got a 7-star Hu Yang, so I'm immediately out on one of the fun things. So
yeah,
that
it definitely feels bad.
It feels bad, man. Yep.
Technically, you'll still get like the same rewards as long as you do the stuff, as long as you're like participating, as long as you're doing your logins every day. But just the mental aspect, the lack of communication, the feels bad, man. Like it just.
But here's the thing, like you're saying, your take, Wolfie's like, oh, like you're still getting decent rewards. But what I'm telling you is I've lost fun of the game because I actually enjoyed doing like, the 4 different feats. I actually enjoyed that. Yeah. And they just took that away just because I don't have a marquee. I feel like there's a different way they could have done that without ruining galactic challenges.
Yeah. Definitely a different way they could have used that thing. I mean, if they wanted to make it a feat, to just have the feat count anywhere,
or call it a bonus feat, like a bonus feat. It doesn't affect anything else. It's just a new feat, right?
Well, like the rest of the feats for the characters count everywhere. Like the random feats that are popping up, like gain advantage, gain speed up, whatever the hell your feats are. Just have your win a battle with a 7-star Hu Yang count anywhere.
Right.
Just in a random aspect. It doesn't need to be an galactic challenge. Just have it do you still get your battle done with your 7-star Hu Yang. Just why are you messing up the GCs for like this?
Yeah. Or what they could have done, because the episode path has a marquee path, right? The marquee path. Right. Why don't you just have a 7-star achievement for the Hu Yang that gives double the amount of points, and then you put the points over there, and that way you're not impacting galactic challenges at all.
Because let's be honest, like the 7-star Hu Yang. All you're gonna do is throw Hu Yang on with the galactic legend and just like blow some stuff up. It's not like you're even doing anything interesting with it. You're just going and overkilling.
You're checking a box.
Hu Yang on your team. Yeah, you're just checking a box. Not anything interesting. There's no puzzle to be solved. There's nothing fun, whatever going on. It's just like, cool, I got it. So let's check the box elsewhere. If that's all we're doing.
I didn't even read it with the Tuskens. I was like, oh, Hu Yang. So I pulled out Shaman, put him with my baller Tuskens, and they cleared it. And I was like, oh, it's a 7-star Hu Yang. But I gained nothing from that experience. I totally forgot. I was like, oh, yeah, it's that stupid thing. Yeah. I gained nothing from doing that. Even if I would have had a 7-star Hu Yang, it's like, you're never going to use Hu Yang with Tuskens. Like, what is this?
Oh, yeah. And even right now, like, Hu Yang doesn't even have a full team. So you're throwing him in with whoever. So... yeah, and definitely missed the mark over there.
And one other thing I'll complain about, one other thing I will complain about with this update is, their emphasis on, we're going to make things simmable, we're going to make things like, easier, it's going to take less time. And then it's like, well, none of that stuff's in on those like events, which is fine as long as it comes soon, it's fine. But when I'm doing stupid stuff with like, I'm farming the first tier of the Galactic Challenge to do with 10 droids because it doesn't cost any energy to get the daily for, attacking or winning a battle with 10 droids. It's like, this just took time to do this stupid battle. And I'm like, this is not faster. This is not, no one's gaining anything from this. I'm not learning anything about the game. It's the opposite of fun. It's just obnoxious.
No.
And too many pop-ups.
All right, real quick on the pop-ups. This was brought up in my stream the other day, and I gotta say, I agree with this wholeheartedly. The pop-ups feel like a slap in the face for 2 reasons. One, it's giving you pop-ups for feats that you can't even access.
Right.
If you didn't buy the pass or whatever, it's still showing you the pop-ups. So I had somebody asking me, how do you complete the upgrade of mod feat? How do you complete this feat? And I told them how to do it. and they're like, "Oh, cool. Now we just need to buy the damn pass." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, it didn't tell you that. That's really rude of it." So that
it's just obnoxious. Like you're getting these pop-ups constantly every day when you do your dailies. It's just like, yo, I just want to see how many Cal Beck shards I got. Like, I don't need this thing blocking my view, and it's just another 2 seconds of my time wasted waiting for a pop-up to go away. Like, whoever designed the UI of this, like, I don't know what they were thinking with this. It's so obnoxious and in your face.
Oh yeah,
I don't agree with it.
And then the other just side note about the pop-ups and everything, they have the UI, they have like the back, like they have the actual code and whatever to track feats. Why can't they do that in your damn galactic challenges? Why can't they say, "Oh look, you've achieved 600 momentum, you got your feat done, you're done. Well, you got your whatever droids, you got your number of dots applied."
There you go.
They've shown off that they can do this within the UI. They have the technology. You know, they can do this,
right?
But they'll only do that for the feats for their episode passes, but not for the galactic challenges. It's like
nothing like trying to count 30 stun attempts. Nothing like that.
Yes, exactly. You're like, did I get 28? Did I get 20? Did I get enough? You just give it a little pop up. We can do the pop ups. Come on. Pop up.
There you go.
Helpful.
There you go. Absolutely makes sense. Let's jump into GAC here. For starters, which league are you in right now?
I am on the edge of Kyber 1.
Kyber 1, 3 weeks in a row. I deal with the very best here on Love on the Holotables. Do you enjoy Kyber
1? It's definitely the more competitive edge of things. And if I'm going to do a GAC, I prefer it to be a little more competitive.
Yeah.
I'm right around. Actually, you mentioned you had Scribe on last week. I'm right around the same ranges where he is. So we've been dancing around each other for a little while. Eventually, we'll get a matchup. So hopefully one day.
Nice.
But it seems like a nice competitive area. Not too heavy on the datacrons, not too ridiculous on the defenses or anything. People generally try kind of hard, but not like we're not doing all their crazy, research all your defenses and, super try hard with their charts and graphs and notes and everything. But I think it's a good middle ground sort of area.
Okay. And you mentioned at the top of the show, you're over threes. You're ready for threes to be done?
Yeah, threes are always a slog. It's so many battles. It's so many things to figure out. It's so many new teams and new counters and things to remember and whatnot. Like, I don't like going on and looking up on .gg for every counter. Like, some people you'll be like doing the GAC and every single battle. It's like, all right, what does SWGOH.gg tell me to do? I'm more like to be a little more freewheeling and see where the chips may lie. And see what happens.
Yeah,
but it's so much to figure out.
So I'm knee deep. Now, you mentioned that I'm like totally knee deep in that. Like I do one of my GACs, my Sunday GAC, I do privately, and I take my time with it, and I'm very much on GG and like I don't know. I think it's kind of helpful for me.
Well, you're relearning the game.
Yeah, I'm relearning the game, and it's helpful for me. It's like, oh yeah. That team's Wampa food. Okay, yeah, and it's like
exactly.
Yeah. So there's like a lot of stuff like that. So, but exactly. It is very prescriptive though. And that is probably my least favorite thing about GAC these days is like, I don't even so much mind the datacrons. Like it doesn't, it's like, it's sort of obnoxious that you have to keep kind of like updating these things, but whatever, no big deal. For me, it's like the lack of like, this is the hard counter for this. And this is the hard counter for this. And I feel like the theory crafting has sort of gone by the wayside there. And I hope CG can find a way of bringing that back because it really feels like it's lacking.
Well, with all the datacrons and everything, there's more off meta counters for all the GLs than there has ever been in the past. We got Malicos going things, we got Star Killer killing things. I mean, Balin on offenses killing all sorts of stuff. So I mean, whenever a datacron comes out, it's pretty much, hey, we're elevating this team to insane levels, and now they can go and kill stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was watching Arnold play, and Arnold was going against like a Dengar, and Dengar was just, he had the cron, and he was tearing people up. I was like, that's actually kind of fun. I was like watching this, I'm like, this is kind of fun. just a random, Cup and Nest, they've had Krons and like they were.
That's the best part when Datacrons like elevate random characters out of nowhere to just do crazy things. That's when they're just that's the most golden, just beautiful part of Datacrons.
Yeah, so I don't actually mind that, and like a lot of guys in my community, because my community was sort of built on like doing like weird stuff with bad characters, right? And they're like, oh, you're going to love this. Like, when you get into higher end Datacrons, you're going to love this. You're going to be able to do some weird stuff with weird characters. So I'm all about it. I sort of look at the landscape of GAC, and it just feels very prescriptive. Like this for this, that for this for that.
All right, I got a question for you. How many people messaged you when Lobot got a rework?
I probably heard about Lobot over 100 times. I probably heard about Lobot over 100 times, at least over the first 2 weeks. And I want to say in stream we have a command for Lobot. Maybe we have a command. But yeah, and you know what? Like the Lobot rework is still disappointing. I don't know. I've watched it. He should do more. He should do more. I don't know.
He really should, but
it's better than nothing, I guess.
Not bad. Yeah.
So yeah, I got Sortie on my horizon, so I will get her going, and it's a her, right? Sortie's a her.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Allegedly.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well. Any notable holds while we're here? I like to ask everybody if they got any notable holds with any weird teams or anything like that.
Ooh. I mean, not weird teams, but like. So this week, round 1, I had a pretty decent ground game, got through everything, and then got to fleets, and just somehow got dodged by their bomber facing the Leviathan like 5 times in a row. So I couldn't get the battle down. I couldn't clear fleets. I just thought I was absolutely screwed. I messaged my opponent, good game, awesome, you win, you got all that stuff. He messed up his Great Mothers counter, put like 4 battles into it, and then posted a 60 and said, "Screw it, I'm done." Oh
wow.
My God, the Great Mothers are so insane.
Yeah, what are you running them in 3s? Because I have them as well.
Oh, I'm just doing Great Mothers with Morgan and Spirit. Nothing crazy. Just do the Kron on them, and they just do.
Oh, see, I didn't get the Kron, so that's why I'm like that's why mine aren't cooking.
Okay.
It seems like people are getting through mine without the Kron, but yeah, we have a few people with the Kron in TW today, and God, that's like a brick wall. That's a brick wall with that.
Yeah, it's a little bit crazy.
Yeah,
that is for sure.
Well, for the 3rd time in 2 weeks, my Mon Mothma, Kyle, and Hera team got a hold. I don't understand what is happening with this. But it foils people in Bronzium 1. I have no idea.
I like it.
I wish I could see what's going on over there.
That is the thing. Like, so one of the greatest things about streaming is when you can have a live matchup.
Yeah.
So you can actually see how your defenses are performing and see what actually happens over there. Like, what are your characters doing that are making them hold so well? I've had like a couple over the years. I know you've had a couple over the years for sure. So, because you're just sitting there like, what is my team doing that they're just like killing all of this stuff and getting all these holds? You're just like, I need to know. It's just, it's a beautiful thing when you can actually see everything playing out.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Man. I must have some mods or something cooking over there. I don't know.
You must.
And before we get out of GAC, your favorite offensive team to play with?
Ooh. You know what? I gotta say it's right now it's some unaligned forest users. We got some Malicos action over there.
Malicos throwing some rocks?
Dude, Malicos throwing some rocks, especially when he's hanging out with Starkiller. He's double teaming with the Star Destroyer over there. Just some beautiful work. But I think Malicos is just one of the most fun teams out there. He just does some serious work, and just his rocks just absolutely annihilate teams where things should not. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I can't wait to get him. A lot of these I'm on. Yeah, he's I'm in the proving grounds with him right now, so yeah, I'll get him eventually. I'm not worried about it. I got plenty of things to work on. So All right. We're going to turn the page here. Community mailbag time, where we ask a question from the community. And today's question comes in from our very own Free88, and they ask, Dear Wolfie, SWGOH has existed for 9 years. What are some things you need to see from the game in order to see yourself playing for another 9 years from now?
Ooh, I need to see some updates to the PvP. The GAC system, they did the changes a couple years back with the the redoing, the restructuring of how the brackets work and the the matchmaking and everything. And I think overall that was a good change. But GAC, the game mode itself, has become so stale. TW, the game mode, has become so freaking stale. Like the PvP needs to get updated. They need to do like some actual work with the game modes to really refresh the game a little bit, and instead of just keeping it feeling like the same grind. I mean, not that I don't enjoy playing GAC, because I do. I like doing all the battles, figuring out the counter, going through everything for sure. But and not just like a map change. I think they definitely got to do something to refresh the PvP aspect of things in order to keep things really going. Because I'm a streamer. I like to keep things entertaining, like to keep things engaging for the for the audience and whatnot. So just something that helps me to keep on doing that would be the best. I think it's the best way I can answer that.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. My head sort of went in a different direction with this. I mean, we're talking 9 years from now. I can't imagine us playing this game 9 years from now.
It's a little bit insane to think about the game
9 years from now.
On for 9 years.
Yeah, well, it's insane to think that, but 9 years, 18 years of Galaxy Heroes. I think the only way this game can continue on for another 9 years is they take the core game, core rosters, and what they do is they somehow incorporate that into like SWGOH 1.5 or SWGOH 2, where it's all your existing stuff, like brand new graphics, brand new paint, looks like a totally different game, modernized. I think that's the only way this game is existing in 9 years. Like
completely new game engine and everything.
Yeah, it's like they bring all the stats over, all your characters, where everything is, because all it is just like a text file of like what your stuff is, right? They bring all that over. It's a new coat of paint for everything, but you have all your progress. And the foundation is still there. And maybe they take it as an opportunity to like simplify currencies and sort of reset a lot of the things with the game, but they bring your roster over. They bring your mods over. They bring all the stuff that you've grinded for. And then they restart the game, but you have all this stuff. I don't know. I think that's the only way we're playing in 9 years from now.
Now, when they restart the game, would you want them to have more of like a PvP focus and more of a PvE focus? Because you think about like the actual campaign that we go through in the game, and it's just like a bunch of random mass battles that you play. But then you think of like something like Marvel Strike Force, and I played that game for a little bit, and the campaign battles seem to matter a little bit more. Like you're following a storyline and whatnot. Like, would you want a SWGOH story, or would you want just a complete reboot of what we got?
I like what we got. I feel like Conquest is a fun. I don't know. I will let me get crazy here. I feel like some of Conquest is fun. I like Galactic Challenges before they screwed them up, and I feel like GAC is a fun multiplayer mode, and TW's fun multiplayer mode. I just think they have to, when they recreate this and they make this new, they have to have new, fresh ideas to use your existing roster. So maybe as a baseline, they have those out of the gate when they move to SWGOH 1.5 or 2, but I just think that's the only way this game is existing in 9 years from now. Is they can't just start over, because there are so many people out there who go, I'm done. Like, I spent 9 years playing this, grinding. I'm not starting over, right?
If you lost all your progress, I don't know if I would be willing to start over.
So I think the only way that they can continue this, the only way they can continue is if they bridge it somehow, and you get credit for what you had, and it's an extension of the experience, and then they slowly end of life OG SWGOH. I don't know. That's just me just spitballing. I mean, 18 years of this game, it seems impossible. But we'll see.
I mean, it seems impossible that the game's been going on for 9 years as it is, but somehow we've managed to make it this far.
Well, it's funny because like I've quit the game twice. Once really, and then I just stopped playing for 3 years. But it's just like, here I am, because there's nothing else. And you know what? I just want to care about something, and I love Star Wars. That's where I'm at. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you to Wolfie there, and thank you to Freebot for asking the question. As a reminder to listeners, if you'd like to submit a community mail, swing on by the Hall Discord and drop it in the channel titled Community Mailbag. I'll be selecting my favorite question from there each week, so please do participate. All right. It's time. It's time for the segment we call Maximum Firepower. We're heading into this little segment and where we put our guest on the hot seat and test his mental limits. First, I'll give him five SWGOH or Star Wars topics, and Wolfie will respond with one word that best describes it. We're looking for rapid fire on this, Wolfie, so the first word that comes to mind. Next, we will force our guests to get controversial and finish a sentence that I've started. Lastly, Wolfie will have 1 minute to guess a randomly selected character or unit by asking me a series of yes or no questions. And you can't have the game up, so your hands have to be in the air.
My game is closed.
All right.
You're chilling.
All right. Wolfie, we're gonna break these out. This is like 3 parts, okay? Don't feel like this is all coming at you. All right, Wolfie, are you ready?
You just said the pressure was on. Now I'm not supposed to feel like the pressure is on? The mixed messages are, oh my God, Urzy.
Well, get ready, because it's...
Target, maximum firepower.
All right, 1-word response. Number 1, Alderaan, go.
Smithereens.
Number 2, the Handbag Boys, go.
Bitches.
Number 3, best Ahsoka in lore.
Fulcrum.
Number 4, my favorite sound effect in Star Wars.
Lando saying, hello, what have we here? Obviously. Come on.
That's multiple words, but we will accept it.
That's a lot of words, but you know what I mean.
Number 5, TheWulfffff.
Shit, you sending the wolf?
That's all you had to say.
Way more than 1 word. I broke all the rules. But you know what?
All right.
I think we'll survive.
Okay. So for Alderaan, you said smithereens.
Ooh.
I would have also accepted debris. Human debris.
Too soon?
No. Just right on time. The Handbag Boys. That's our Finn and Poe. I have to tell you, when I came back to the game, we were in stream and we were playing, and someone's like, "Oh, you need to pull out the handbags for this." And then I remembered we actually called them the Handbag Boys, and I laughed for a good 10 minutes. It was great.
It's so good.
For best Ahsoka in lore, you said Fulcrum, and I would agree with that statement. I would have also accepted last season of Clone Wars Ahsoka. She was great in that too.
That one's up there.
Yep,
100%. I hesitated for a second because I couldn't pick which one I wanted, but I stuck with Fulcrum. I went with my gut.
My favorite sound effect in Star Wars. Hello, what have we here? Good old Lando, Hall legend. Yeah, that's a good one. For me, I usually go. I love the sound of an ion cannon. Ion cannon sound is pure sex. Seismic charge is pure sex. There's a lot of great
Seismic
sounds.
charge is a good one. Django's blasters.
There's
a lot of good ones.
Ooh, that makes me purr.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And the Wolfie. Yeah. There's no one word that can describe this man. All right.
Baby.
Now, we're going to get controversial. You're not going to like this. I already know you're not going to like this, but we're going to get controversial.
right.
So when I read you this question, you can't say when they canceled it or when it was over, okay? Those are the rules. While I might not have enjoyed The Acolyte, one thing... Listen, Wolfie, listen. While I might not have enjoyed The Acolyte, one thing they nailed was ...
Okay. One thing they nailed was making lightsabers and the Force and the bad guys actually lethal. But like that one episode where Chimere was like actually slaying a bunch of freaking Jedi and like impaled, skewered a bunch of them, and then like killed Jecki. It was like impaled her a bunch of times over there, like triple stab in there.
Broke Yord's neck.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah. That was dope. I have to agree. You nailed it.
High five. Hell yeah.
High five, brother.
Oh my God.
You nailed it.
Like absolutely. I think that is something that they actually nailed.
Real stakes.
They made things matter again.
Real stakes.
I would say yeah.
Yeah.
That they did well.
I remember like watching that. I was like, holy shit, they just broke Yord's neck.
Oh yeah.
Like he ain't getting up from that.
Oh, he ain't coming back.
There ain't no get me to the back to tank.
There ain't no back to tank gonna save him. He ain't angry enough for he ain't no Darth Maul. He ain't coming back.
Yeah. Oh, it was wild.
Oh yeah. So I think they definitely they did a good job with that. As much as the Jecki somehow holding her own in that fight was a little bit ridiculous, but aside from that, I think they did a pretty good job. So
okay.
We could spend hours complaining about the show, but
those were the rules. Those were the rules.
Oh, I know. Oh, I got you. I'm playing by the rules.
Okay.
We did it. We said something positive.
We did
about the show.
1 minute on the clock. Guess the character, Wolfie. Ask me yes or no questions. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, go.
Is this character light side?
No.
Is this character a honey?
No.
Is this character Sith?
No.
Is this character Empire?
It is.
Ooh, is this character wearing armor?
Yes.
Is this character Stormtrooper?
No.
Damn it. Is this character an attacker?
No.
Is this character a tank?
No. Think factions.
Supports are wearing armor.
Think factions.
Empire. Is this character an Imperial Trooper?
Yes.
Yes. Is this character Range Trooper?
No.
Damn it.
Support.
Wait. Yeah, it's a support. That's Range Trooper. It's a support.
No, it's not support. It's not Range Trooper. You got 10 seconds.
Oh my God. Is it Death Trooper?
No.
Damn it. All right.
Keep going.
Is it
Time.
Crap.
Last guess. Final guess. Support, dark side, Empire, Imperial Trooper. Go deep. Take your time. You got this.
Scout Trooper.
Colonel Stark.
Colonel Stark? He's not wearing armor.
He's wearing armor. I'm looking at him. He's got
Is he wearing armor?
Oh
my God, he's wearing armor. Damn it. I was expecting like Stormtrooper armor. Damn it. That one threw me off. I played myself.
Oh, nice try.
I played myself here.
Nice try, brother. Yeoman's work.
Man. Got myself.
Okay. Well, next time. Next time, brother.
Next time.
All right. Well, this is good stuff, man. A big thank you. We're going to get on out of here, guys, but a big thank you to Wolfie. What a legend. Wolfie, is there any plugs you want to get in before we go?
I mean, just make sure you follow me over on Twitch. We do a lot of SWGOH. Do a lot of we peek into the variety gaming a little bit. Some Valheim. Do some Raft every once in a while. Some Baldur's Gate. All sorts of fun stuff. So make sure you stop on by. I'm gonna try and start a YouTube up a little bit more. Coming up in the near future. So keep your eyes peeled. But otherwise, just happy to be here, Urzi. Pleasure as always. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you, brother. And you can, cheers to you. Cheers to you, brother. I'm raising a glass. You can catch me on Twitch 4 times a week with Performance GAC on Fridays night, the ultimate grand arena party. The Hall Alliance is also always recruiting, so let us know if you need a guild. Follow me on X or come slum it in that squiff hole, better known as the Hall Discord. I'm around. You can find me. That wraps it up this week, manifesting you all health, happiness, and those potent drop rates possible. Get to your ship safely, and I'll see you out on them holotables. Good night, everyone!
If you enjoyed this episode of Love on the Holotables, be sure to show your support by liking this content and leaving a comment wherever you get your podcasts. Also, consider joining the best Star Wars community at discord.gg/urs or attending a Hall livestream at twitch.tv/urs. Thank you, and remember, the Force will be with you always.